if you follow this recipe and formula, you're going to stay in what we call a hydration equilibrium. You're not overhydrated, you're not underhydrated. When you do that, you drink less water, but you get more effect of it. And so if somebody said to you, you can drink less water in the course of the day, stay better hydrated, make better decisions, almost everybody would do that.
And we're still here at Fan Nation, and I'm joined by none other than Mike Gifford, aka Giff, Senior Vice President of Development. Wow, there's so much weight to that term.
It's powerful, isn't it? Yeah, it is. No, really, it makes me, kind of think, who is this guy?
No, I mean, there's a lot of honor to it and privilege. You're one of the OGs right here in Rainmaker, correct?
That's correct.
How did you get your foot in here?
It's a great story. I was introduced by a friend who has been working with the company for a while, and he called me and said, hey, I just came out of a board meeting. I've seen something that's ridiculously cool, something you would really like. And I know you're busy, but you should talk to these folks because what they're doing is really interesting and they need to scale. They're really at a point where they've crossed that threshold of doing something interesting, but they're ready to scale it and they really could use some help doing that. And I flew down and I met Ed and the team here and was hooked that fast.
That fast?
That fast.
And you have a really spot on track record. From what I heard, you are one of the brains behind Xbox. My brother is really jealous of me right now. And a lot of my ex-boyfriends. So is that true?
I was at Microsoft. I had the pleasure.
Dang it!
I had the pleasure of leading the Xbox console team right after they launched it. So my job was to help the team take it from 2 years of hard work and toil and a lot of money and scale it into production in a way that allowed them to overcommit and over-deliver on a volume of a product that went from nothing to number 2 very, very quickly. It's a great product, great team, wonderful people.
And now you moved on to more great products because right now we're talking about optimal hydration system here at Rainmaker.
Yes,
you
indeed.
can't beat that because this is an integral aspect of any human being, not just for professional athletes, but for people overall. You need to get your water in, and you are making that happen throughout these inventions. And from what I can tell, you're constantly on the go. You got new things brewing up. Anything that you can talk about, maybe on the surface?
One of the things that it draws me to a company is the people and the team.
Yeah.
In this case, it really is the technology. If you think about this, every decision we make, and we make millions of decisions in our life, require mental acuity. If your hydration drifts from 1.5% to 2%, a very, very small amount, then your ability to make those decisions in a timely manner and intelligent, informed decisions starts to shift and it starts to change. It affects seniors, it affects little kids. We've talked a lot about, and we know that it affects race car drivers. They're professional athletes, they're going 200 miles an hour, and a little bit of change in their mental acuity and their concentration has a huge effect. But it also affects seniors, it also affects kids. Think about kids in school. Hydration affects those decisions, the millions of decisions we make every day. And that's what really kind of drew me to this. There's so many different places and areas we can go. We can't talk too much about the products themselves. What we can say is that the solution that this really small team here has developed, has patented, has put into a proof case today has been validated through medical professionals that says, look, if you follow this recipe and formula, you're going to stay in what we call a hydration equilibrium. You're not overhydrated, you're not underhydrated. When you do that, you drink less water, but you get more effect of it. And so if somebody said to you, you can drink less water in the course of the day, stay better hydrated, make better decisions, almost everybody would do that.
Finally, this is something out of curiosity. How much water do you drink a day?
Great question.
You have your bottle of water, by the way. It's huge.
That's true. That's my third bottle for today. I try to follow the guidelines of take half your body weight in ounces.
Yes.
I'm really, really looking forward to having some of our products that I can't really talk too much about that's going to help me make that a little bit more intelligent and make me drink less water because I'm like most people. I'm just going to drink a lot of it knowing my body will eliminate it, but I'm not going to be underhydrated. If you've ever been really dehydrated, you don't want to do it again. It's really unpleasant.
It's unpleasant.
It is.
And it ruins your mental acuity, which is indispensable.